Hello, everyone. Welcome to the best and worst of Walt Disney World, brought to you by DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com and DizBoards.com. I am your host, Ryno Clavin, and in this week's episode, I'm actually going to be talking about what I believe are the best signature alcoholic drinks at Walt Disney World. And to not really help me have this conversation, but they're here anyway, so I'm going to introduce them, is Corey Fiascanaro.
I don't drink.
Denny Sunderly.
I don't drink either.
And he does, Craig Williams.
I drink.
We were recording other episodes, so I thought it'd be fine. I allowed this to happen.
Thank you so much, Ryno.
We want a voice of reason, I guess, in the room. But no, I was going through Dizboards the other day through the best and worst thread that's on there, which if you have not checked out Dizboards.com, there's quite a resource to help you plan a vacation, and people will kind of just get chatting on there. And that came up repeatedly. People were asking what we thought some of the best signature drinks were, so I thought I could do alcoholic. We could do another episode maybe where Craig talks about his top, and then you guys could talk about the non-alcoholic ones too, which I am always very curious about. And I do feel like Disney has gotten much better about offering something that's not just like, oh, it's black cherry lemonade, like
or Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Although
the Shirley Temple kid, yeah,
I
do love watching his videos. Yeah, I know he has exploded lately, but he's hilarious.
This would be pretty easy for Disneyland because of the juleps and stuff.
Duh.
Yeah.
But I'm going to dive right in here. So these are kind of, I think they're all over the parks more or less. I mean, my favorite place to go to have a drink, which I'm going to say is not a specific drink, but is Baseline Tap House. We spoke about it on the show repeatedly, and this is not our favorite lounges because I believe we said it in that episode, but that is somewhere where I can always be lured to. Just, remember, bring the candy, your panel van, and I will follow you there. But the first one on this list for me is at Disney Springs, and that is, there's sake sangria at Morimoto Asia, and I love this drink. It says on the menu that it serves, it gets like 3 to 4 glasses, but I have never ordered a carafe and not gotten like 6 to 7
Not all by yourself, correct?
No, God, no. I am very responsible, especially when I'm on Disney property, because
it's a good thing.
It is. If you are driving anywhere around Disney and you live around here, you know what a fight it is for your life. So I would never get behind the wheel inebriated, especially at Disney. But yeah, this is a good one to share. I think it's a great shareable for up to like 4 people, even I'd say, and probably everybody in the group will get at least another pour of this. But I like it. I feel like it's kind of unique. It's on it's on the fruity, lightier side. It's not overly sugary or anything, but it's definitely one that I feel like doesn't get the representation it deserves. And you don't have to have a reservation at Morimoto to go and enjoy this. You can get it in the bar lounge that's downstairs when you first walk in. What?
Oh, wow.
And you can go to the upstairs bar as well.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought that was for seating. Oh, good to know.
No,
everybody.
No. I've drank at both locations.
Oh, nice. So. Yeah. I've like sat and eaten at the bar upstairs. That's why I wasn't sure. But and what's great about that too is they actually have a really cool late night menu, or late night, but and like off hours menu that you can get in the bar area, and it offers some things that you can't get in the regular seating. Like they used to have, I don't know if they still do, but these like bulgogi like nachos. So they were like wonton chips with that. Delicious. Anyway, check it out. Now, in Epcot, I have spoken about this in an episode before where I did a charity thing with a bunch of group of people who enjoy the Diz Unplugged. And in China, you can find the Tipsy Ducks in Love. This is at the permanent booth that is just outside where they sell the puppets, and it's like right along the water. It is I normally don't like, I'm not a big chocolate person, and I'm not a big coffee flavored person. So it is, I should have pulled up the description of this to be 100% honest with you. I'm just realizing, because it's a unique combination. It's got whiskey in it, and some people will be like, I don't like whiskey, but I'm telling you, this is a strong drink. So it's definitely, don't get it when you're on your way out. Enjoy a few hours in the park with it.
Yeah, this, of course, is at the Joy of Tea little booth. And the Tipsy Ducks in Love is made with bourbon whiskey, coffee, black tea, cream, and chocolate syrup. Currently at $10.50. Of course, that can always change and will.
Well, see, if that is the price currently, I still think it's 100% worth it. It's a really good drink, and it sounds like it could be kind of sweet with the way Craig described, but something about those flavors kind of all like cancel each other out for me. So I highly recommend this.
It's a huge guest favorite. I mean, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
That's not my thing, but man, people love it.
Well, the thing is, when you go to Epcot, I feel like everybody's like, well, we got to go get margaritas. You know, that's a big thing there. And I feel like this is one of those like undervalued, like you're in the know if you go to get the Tipsy Ducks and Love.
That whole kiosk, the Joy of Tea kiosk, is hugely underrated. They've got great snacks there. They've got a little thing where you can get a soda along with several other, one of each of their big snacks. It's great.
Well, next on my list as well is I think the Fuzzy Tauntaun in Oguz Cantina is definitely something to give it a try. Like,
agreed.
Yeah, I think it's a unique. Craig, do you have that one up? I have that one right here.
You go ahead with that. Give me your next one so I can prepare.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, you want me to just read it out
Wait
loud?
a second. It kind of spoils the point.
Wow, I pulled up all the information about this drink. I can tell you about where you get it in Galaxy's Edge, what it's based off of, the whole backstory of this drink, but I can't tell you what's in the drink based on this Wikipedia article. Can you pull this up for me?
I will do my best.
Sorry. Because I want to... I'm not even going to say what's in it, but there's a fun little effect that you have in here. I always think if this is your first time going into Oguz Cantina, for me, I would say, did you get the Fuzzy Tauntaun? Did you get the Fuzzy Tauntaun? Because it has this effect. There's like a foam on top of it that numbs your mouth. And I have had Kylie, Craig's wife, did explain to me that is something that when you're having an allergic reaction to something that you've eaten can happen. So it made her nervous to try it. So if you are somebody that has food allergies, maybe it would make you too nervous. But, you know.
So one of the things to note about all of the drinks served at Oguz Cantina is that these are all drinks served on tap. So you can't give a wink and a tip to the bartender to get them to pour it a little extra strong. It's coming out how it's coming out. And in this case, the Fuzzy Tauntaun is coming out with Ciroc Peach Vodka, Bull's Peach Schnapps, Simply Orange juice with tangerine, pure cane sugar, and the Buzz Button Tingling Foam for $16.
Yeah, the drinks in Oguz can be expensive, but I think if you're there and you're having this full experience, I think it's served in a fun glass. I think this is definitely a recommend for me.
Yeah, I think it's essential to go to Oguz Cantina at least once, whether or not you are a Star Wars fan. And if you do drink alcohol, it would be the only drink that I would recommend. It is not that I don't recommend the other ones. If you're saying it's expensive, I can only afford one drink. What should I get? Fuzzy Tauntaun, without a doubt. I think it's the most well-rounded in terms of its flavors and just the way it tingles your mouth. It's so unique that, like, when we left Oguz the first time, before we left, we snuck in one Fuzzy Tauntaun right at the end. I probably would have walked out of there with a kind of a lesser opinion of Oguz, but that drink turned it around for me.
Yeah. For someone who's not had it, how long are your lips numb?
Just
10 minutes.
Very brief.
Okay.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Like I think you notice it happen, and then it like goes away. And it's not like it's not an intense numbing. It's just like, it's like a tingling thing that you're like, oh, something is definitely happening in my mouth. And I think that's a really fun experience, especially for like, because if you ask about it, they'll be like, uh-oh, you might have gotten a poison one. And like, so if you get a good bartender, they're really into it there.
And,
but
even if you're not a big drinker, but you do like Star Wars, you should still check out Oguz Cantina because they have a few non-alcoholic options there too, and it is just an awesome place.
And then next on my list, which I do actually think might be, you know what? I'm gonna skip it and come back to that one. Next on my list is at Animal Kingdom at Pongu Pongu inside of the World of Avatar. I do really enjoy the green beer that they offer there. It is the Hawk's Grog Ale, and you can get it in a 22-ounce pour, but it's described as fruity hop with notes of apricot and peach. I think this is one of those, like, I always enjoy a place where you can get the larger sized cup because I think it's a little bit more for your money. And sometimes I don't want 2 beers. I just want a little bit more of the 1 beer.
The last
But-
time I went, they didn't even offer the smaller cup anymore.
No, I don't think they do. I think
yeah.
it's just the 22 ounce now.
Which is smarter because you're not living it up if you're not just doing the bigger one. So you get more bang for your buck. I know people hate that phrase, so I'm going to say it again. Bang for your buck.
Do they?
Oh yeah, there's a whole thread on the boards about it. That's
Oh.
great.
I guess. Now I'm thinking about where a phrase like that would come from, and I guess I'm realizing why.
Also, don't say price per value.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
The best price per value. Yeah, no, who says that? Sorry. Now I'm
People in this room.
It happens.
now I'm self-conscious, and now I'm like
See-
going to pull myself
see,
apart.
I say that, but so does Pete. But nobody cares when Pete says it. Just when I say
Just
it.
They do
you.
care.
me.
They do care now. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Bizboards.com.
the last one on my list here, because I just did the top 5, and these came to my mind like poof, really easily, is the Tempting Tigress that you can get at the Nomad Lounge at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and that is made with Russell's Reserve 10-year bourbon, St. Elizabeth allspice dram, tamarind syrup, and lime juice. I feel like the prices at Nomad Lounge have steadily kind of climbed up to be a little bit more expensive, but I do feel like when I have the Tempting Tigress, I'm getting a very quality, like handcrafted drink, and I think it's very unique. Like I what I love about any of the Animal Kingdom destinations, Animal Kingdom Lodge, any of these places, they use a lot of these like authentic, or I don't know how authentic they are, but they claim to be authentic, sort of alcohol flavors, all that sort of stuff. You can get all the different varieties of wine if you go to eat at Chico, and many other places around there. But this drink for me is just one where I'm always like, people ask like, oh, Nomad Lounge, boom, Tempting Tigress, no question. In fact, I have to talk myself out of it when I go, but that could be a sign of other things. So, but I do enjoy the Nomad Lounge in itself. I think it's a nice place if you're overheating or you just need to step back for a second. It's a nice, like, you can go in, you can get some small plates. The specialty cocktails here, it's not just like 1 or 2. There are a whole bunch of just alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks that they offer here. So I do think this is not only a drink worth trying, but a destination worth like just stepping into to relax for a little bit on a hot Florida day. But those are my drinks. Those are the ones I like the most here at Disney World. Again, that is the Sake Sangria at Morimoto Asia, Tipsy Ducks in Love in China at Epcot, Fuzzy Tauntaun at Oguz at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Galaxy's Edge, Tempting Tigress at the Nomad Lounge, and of course the green beer. If you don't know which one is the Hawks Grog Ale, it's the green beer in Pandora, the world of Avatar.
But wait. What everyone's asking themselves right now, though, is which one of those is the best price per value?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Anyway, if you have other really interesting drinks, like I know some people will be like, you didn't mention anything from Abracadabar, and that's right, I didn't, because. If you've got any other really cool drinks that you think I missed, please let me know about them. I will happily go out and check those out on one of my many adventures to Walt Disney World. Thank you guys for just sitting here and listening to me talk about booze.
Anytime.
Thank you, everyone out there, for listening and watching. We hope this episode could help you plan a better Walt Disney World vacation. And of course, if you need any help booking your next Walt Disney World vacation, please head over to DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com and let one of the expert agents over there lend a hand. I am tripping over my words now, and I have not even had one of these delicious drinks yet today. So I am going to go and check one of those out. Thank you all for listening and watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time with another episode of the best and worst of Walt Disney World.